Hi guys, I just want to welcome you to U.S. History and Government with Mrs. Stubbs. The texts that we will be using this year are the Americas, and that is if you are in the H course, the Americans Reconstruction to the 21st Century. If you are in the P course, you should have the American Odyssey. If you are in the basic U.S. History course, you should have United States History, the AGS book. Now, if you're in H Government, you should have United States Government, Democracy in Action. If you are in the P Government, you should have the Magruder's American Government. And if you are in the Basic Government, you should have the AGS United States Government book. Please verify that you have the right book, that your EF got you the correct book and the correct assignments. They will say HP or Basic on them. Very important that when you email me, you include that H or P so I know which class you're in. 30% of your grade will be determined from assignments in your text, and those will be listed in your AWR or your assignment work record, and that's your EF grade. Your facilitator will give you that grade. 55% of your grade will be determined by your specialist assignments. So you really want to do well on those. And we will talk a little bit later about it, but do not plagiarize. That's something that JCS does not tolerate at all. So make sure you're writing everything in your own words. And the final exam is worth 15%. I strongly recommend that at the end of the semester, you come to the final exam session online and review with us. Generally, students that have difficulty with the final exam, but they come to this session, they do really well. So that's just a little thought to put in your mind for December. You can find the specialist assignment and their due dates on the home page for the course, and also in the home page is my contact information. The best way to contact me is through email, jstubbs@julian-charter-school. My phone number is there if you do need that. I also have a work phone number listed on my emails when I send out an email from my regular email. The handbook for the course is also online, so make sure you're looking at that. You'll want to submit all your assignments to the drop boxes. Now, one thing I want to mention is that in English, you'll be able to turn in an assignment and it will go straight to turnitin.com. But because I grade with a rubric that's on Canvas that I have written for each one of my assignments, it won't let me do that. So you will still need to go to turnitin.com, go to the assignment, turn it in, get the originality report, and then submit the originality report with your assignment on Canvas. I know that sounds like a bummer, but actually I think you'll really like the feedback and how it's done with the rubrics right there, and I'll be able to talk to you just like I'm talking right now with your feedback. So you'll actually hear what I'm wanting to say instead of just having to look and read it. And that helps with tone, because sometimes in an email or in a comment box, the tone does not come out correctly. And so I'm looking forward to that. So always submit your assignments on time. I only accept late work if it's absolutely necessary. So I'm asking you to always get your assignments listed in on time. And always look at the rubric ahead of time. I have made videos that your EF has access to on how to read a rubric, how to read a scored rubric, and how to cite your images for this class. So make sure you're asking your EF for those videos so that you really know how to do it. And if you follow the directions in my assignments, most students do really, really well in this class. So there are panel discussions except for the basic classes, so make sure you're doing those. You have 1 week to respond to the topic and answer the entire prompt, and then you have 1 week to respond to your peers. Now, I do suggest that you do the response in the first week. You don't have to wait till the second week to do the responses. And then always read your Monday messages. I have Monday messages, and I put bonus points in some of them, maybe like 3 or 4 times a semester, or I give little hints about things. So make sure you're reading those Monday messages. If you're in the H courses, there is an E-class available on Thursday mornings. I believe government is at 9 and U.S. history is at 10, but check your EF schedule that she has given you. So most of you know how to use the Turnitin.com. I'm going to try to include the Turnitin.com code for the course in every assignment that it's due to, so that's very easy for you to find, but you will be able to find it in the About This Course folder. And I've already mentioned I've made videos on how to read a rubric, how to read your rubric once the feedback is done, and also how to cite your images so that you don't get docked for not citing your images correctly. You cannot just write Google Images or Bing Images or Yahoo Images or Wikipedia. There's certain things that you have to do for this class. So that's it for the orientation. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I've been working for Julian Charter School for 10 years. I have 2 wonderful boys. One is getting married in 4 days on Saturday, whatever that day is. And the other one is going to be a sophomore in college, and he'll be moving back to college this next week. And I'm really excited that they are part of my lives, and they are wonderful young men. And now I'm going to have a daughter to share with this. Also, I want to show you, I'm going to try to get into my Canvas here, and I just want to show you a little bit about Canvas. So I'm just going to go into one of my classes, and this is my U.S. History H course, and this will be similar to what you see. You will see an About This Course folder. You can see if I go like this, all that stuff disappears, so I'm going to open it back up. There's the syllabus, there's the daily assignments, the handbook, the due dates, the calendar for Julian. If you're going to be part of the E-class, the online student, this is a link to the student portal, how to join E-classes, the high school E-class schedule, the 8th grade K through 8 E-class schedule. There's so much stuff in that About This course. I will also be putting this orientation and the Turnitin.com directions in there. Then you have Module 1, and it tells you everything that you need other than the AWR, which is a daily assignment record. It tells you everything you need there. If you need to look at, if you want to take the quiz, you would click right on there and then click Take Quiz. And if you want to submit your signature page for your syllabus, it's right, this is the Dropbox. And you will notice that in this box, there is an assignment that's called T-Chart and Essay Module, and then it says EF Project if you highlight it over to the side, and you will have directions that this actually goes to your EF. And there's a place in Turnitin.com for you to get the originality report to submit to your EF. But this one has this one has a piece of paper next to it. That's an EF assignment. This one has an A next to it. That's an actual assignment you will be turning in online. You can also tell that these are turned in online because they have points and due dates over here. So I hope that this really helps, and I think you'll love Canvas once it's all done. And I'm just going to show you one more thing. This is an example of an assignment to turn in online. And you'll see that there's a rubric. There'll be a little place that says Show Rubric, and you will click on it. And then once I filled it out, your color, the score color will be highlighted here. And then there will be a place for me to add comments, either in written form or voice form. So make sure you're listening to those comments, and I think you're going to love Canvas. That's it. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful day.